I can't believe that 2023 is already half over. Wow. And what a year in the real estate market it has been. The latest numbers are in, and I'm going to share with you how the market is doing in the United States, in New York, and in Florida. Well, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so if you find this video valuable. Thank you. It means a lot for the algorithm so I can continue bringing more people relevant content and information like this. So, how's the housing market? It could be better, but it could be worse also.
Be better, could be worse.
In this video, I'm going to show you the general market in the United States, and then I'm going to take a deeper dive into the Brooklyn, New York market. Forget about it. And then compare it to the Florida marketplace. Let's see which market went up more than the other, how inventory is, prices, and the number of sales in each of those marketplaces. Our goal is to keep track of the local market and see what's happening in other areas that we may be looking to buy in. First, let's talk about Brooklyn. Brooklyn was and always will be first in my heart and first in my report today. The median list price for Kings County in Brooklyn in June is $799,000. Well, in January, it was $702,500. So that's great news statistically. This shows the market is rebounding nicely in the last few months and has made up for some of the losses since June of last year, where the price was $762,000. But it is heading back to the 800s, which was the normal before the pandemic. Not there yet, but at least we're heading in the right direction. The inventory shows that there are 3,027 homes for sale, and that's up from 2,608 in January, and now close to the higher inventory from last June, where we were at 3,088 homes for sale. Well, this number is way off the norms for homes for sale in the area. The main reason that the economists and fellow realtors attribute this is that the very still low inventory is due to the rising interest rates. You see, many people do not want to sell their homes that they're living in today and lose the advantage of their lower interest rate cost of money. Their current loans could be as low as 3%, and now to pay 6% is a painful choice. You know, unless they really want to or need to move, I think that in the long run, it still does make sense to buy today. And if the rates come down, they can always refinance. The fact is that when rates come down, there will be much more demand for the market and more homes will come to the market for sale as well. The increased market demand is predicted to raise prices back up at a frenzied pace.
The frenzy!
Therefore, your purchase today at more fair prices may be the smartest choice for some buyers. So there are so many people on the sidelines looking for the prices to crash. Are you one of them? And they're looking for the prices to come down dramatically at least. Many doomsayers predicted these prices would already be down today, but that hasn't been the case, has it? Some are saying that the crash never showed up.
Crash!
Of course, there are still some out there that are saying that we are still headed for the crash and we ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
The crash is yet to come, but according to statistics, we are not seeing a crash. We're rather seeing a slowdown in many of the areas. You know, some areas are even enjoying growing prices. Let's take a moment to compare Brooklyn to the national marketplace. There's no doubt that fewer homes are selling everywhere, in New York, Florida, and almost everywhere in between, except for a few pockets that are extremely affordable.
Affordable housing.
People are flocking from these more expensive areas to more affordable housing. Existing home sales are down 15.8% in the country to 4.2 million forecasted for 2023. A good year is about 5 million homes sold. This is the smallest amount of homes that will be sold since 2012. Yikes! I know that some realtors are going to be hurting as well, as fewer homes sold means that fewer commissions are being paid. And I believe that this could shake up the industry as well. Marginal agents are likely to reconsider renewing their licenses, but the top agents will actually remain in the game and they will gain more market share. Home prices should go down a bit, 0.6%, not even 1%, according to Realtor.com. And that to me is a break-even market. Surely not a crash. The concern is, though, that the monthly mortgage payments recorded today, as it now costs 10.5% more to own a home. The trends are still strong, where the Realtors Cross-Market Demand Report shows home shoppers are looking for homes somewhere else in the United States. This continues to grow, especially in the Northeast areas like New York City. When they study where New Yorkers are looking online, they find that more than half are looking outside New York. Most are moving down south towards Florida or to an area in the region where home affordability is much more realistic for the average family. The Northeast grew the most, with 60% of their online searches seeking areas outside of the New York region. New Yorkers are moving to areas that are more affordable, and they're also moving to areas where they follow their dreams for a better lifestyle. They're moving to places like Florida. In fact, many communities in Florida now have their own Brooklyn clubs, forget about it, where the transplants can go and discuss what they miss most about their old home, their own neighborhood, and where they can find things close enough to what Brooklyn is while they're in Florida. They discuss pizza, bagels, Chinese food, many other things that we all would miss if we left the area. So how is Florida doing compared to New York City? Well, closed sales are down here also, 7.9% from last year. But the median sales price is exactly the same at $420,000 across the state. Inventory is up 14%, but new listings are down 27%. Pending sales are also down 3.2%. Now, these are statistics for the entire state. And as we all know, real estate is local. So let me show you a few examples of areas in Florida and how they are holding up in this market. Now let's take a look at an area that hasn't seen any negative effects from the marketplace so far. Is it because the more wealthy markets are more insulated from the economic pressures? Perhaps it's because they are not financing as much, so rates are not so important to the buyers here. If you spoke with someone in the Naples marketplace, they would say that the market is still hotter than ever. Closed sales are up. Median sales price is up. Pending sales are up. I'm not sure what the story will be here in a few months, but for now, it's stronger than ever. Now let's take a look at a more mid-range area like West Palm Beach. And we see that closed sales are down 20%. The median sales price is down 5.5%. And pending sales are down 6.6% from last year. Even with these disappointing numbers for West Palm Beach, they are still way up since the pre-pandemic numbers, and the prices have dropped a little, but nowhere near the crash levels that people were predicting. I think that buyers who are looking to move should study the market today and be ready to pull the trigger whenever the right time for them is. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so now. Hit the like button and ring the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can.